Hello, good morning. Welcome to this episode of the Balanced Warrior podcast. This is going to be a solo episode with just myself, Coach Chris. Coach Paul and Coach Mike are on and doing wonderful things, enjoying the summer and changing lives through their respective avenues. So I'm excited for today. I'm going to share something that we've talked about often on the podcast. I'm going to share about Tah Do. This is a pre-recorded video that has been that we set, and audio, of course, that I recorded for some other Taekwondo grandmasters to kind of teach them and explain to them the art of Tah Do. That aligns, of course, with the Il Shin philosophy. Il Shin stands for be better every day. This is a very integral part of Il Shin philosophy. So please grab yourself a cup of tea, a nice quiet place, or if you're driving, just listen and absorb. And remember, the essence of Il Shin is to attach meaning to what we are doing. I hope you enjoy this little video, this little audio, this episode. And if you have any questions about Tah Do, please reach out to us because I'd love to share more information. All right, enjoy. Grandmaster Burlow here, presenting you Tah Do. This is what I would say, a gift that I truly cherish from the teachings of Grandmaster Byung-Min Kim. And everything I'm about to share with you is knowledge and wisdom that he has shared with me. And I am looking to share this with as many really people as possible, because I believe this time for reflection and taking the time in your day to be mindful and present is invaluable for a happy, healthy, peaceful existence. So, to get started, I'd like to explain about the tea. This is green tea. It's called a royal green tea from Mount Jihi in Korea. Excuse my pronunciation. This tea, the roots go down into the earth 40 to 60 feet, getting the best of the earth's nutrients. It is a very special tea. If you're a wine drinker, it's like the finest tea, like a very fine wine. The tea bushes are grown wild on the mountain. They are picked and roasted and bagged within a 24-hour period. So this bag is called first picked, which basically means it is the first pickings and then roasted and bagged in a very short period. We have the big tea deal, so we get a shipment of tea once a year, and it is a very large shipment. Myself and other martial artists, and what I've been very excited about more recently is a lot of our Empowered Mastery clients have also been wanting to experience this kind of green tea. This is a new bag, so therefore this is what the bag looks like. You will notice in the bag it has a tie. That tie comes tangled, and you can see it's fairly loosely around the bag. That tea, we actually take the time to unravel this, because it will come up raveled. You take the time to unravel it with the logic of, is that a lot of times we have a lot of things that bother us, we end up being wound up too tight. We have to take the time to unravel, right, and to kind of be a little bit more relaxed. And then when we even open or close the tea, we do it mindfully, and we just take our time going around, not putting too much pressure, because pressure is not healthy for us, but so it can breathe easily. So this is a traditional tea set. I like this tea set. It was a handmade tea set that I picked up a couple of years ago in Korea. I do collect tea sets. I think I have about 6 of different kinds of tea sets. We do this every day, sometimes multiple times a day. I also have a travel tea set that I will take with me wherever I travel and wherever I go. for today's purposes, because it's just me demonstrating, I'm not going to show you, I'm not going to have too much, but more or less just for myself. What you will notice with this tea is that as you drink it, and each time you drink the tea, you will have you'll have 5 servings or more from each time you have it. So Tah Do is not like a going to the office with a cup of coffee. Tah Do is about shared time, either with yourself or with somebody that you care about. I believe there is no greater value than shared time. It's the greatest gift you can give, and also the greatest gift that you can receive. If you think about shared time for those people who have families, with your children, shared time with your spouses, shared time with the people that you love, shared time if you're a martial artist with your students, if you're a professional, shared time with your clients, right? Uninterrupted, present, mindful shared time. So that is what is the gift. There are many health benefits to this tea. Do some research, you will see. Helps prevent cancer, helps prevent gingivitis. It's very, very good for our digestive system. But what's more special and meaningful is what it represents. We talk about il shin. Il shin means be better every day. And this is a major part of il shin philosophy, and actually a major part of my training. We don't just drink tea. We drink tea and attach meaning to what we're doing, which is the essence of il shin. We're not just walking outside to a destination. We're walking outside and reflecting and appreciating the environment around us. So a lot of it is about mindfulness, self-introspection. I guess it's introspection, reflection. This is what Tah Do is, whether you're with yourself or with somebody else. The first thing that we do is we warm the cups. Now in this case, I will only be using 2 cups because it is for myself, and the second cup I will share in just a moment. But we actually take the time to warm the cups. There is no temperature. I believe they say first run through the tea, we should have about 150 degrees. Then the second serving 160, 170, 180. So it's not like boiling the tea, but just so you are aware. You also notice every time we go, we have our hand on the outside. This philosophy just comes that you come in truth and honesty, and you're showing all your cards per se, because I'm not concealing anything. So it's just a more respectful way. Even in martial arts, we shake hands. We're always shaking hands like this. Now, after we warm the cups, this is also teaching us patience, and it shows if you're having Tah Do with somebody that you're not rushing, but you're being, present, mindful, having patience. Some people say, well, we should go faster. Well, life is too fast right now. We need to calm down and take in and absorb this moment. We take, after the cup is warm, we take it and we pour it in. And then we pour it in. We immediately turn it around and we empty it into the bowl. We actually should have 2 bowls. Let me pull out my other bowl. This is what I will use for my second bowl. Now, this does 2 things. Number 1, it cleans the leaves. The leaves are clean, however, it cleans the leaves, but making sure I always, recommend that we clean it. But more importantly, is what it signifies. So when you first do that first batch and you're cleaning the leaves, it has a meaning behind it. And what it means is that a lot of people, all of us make mistakes. And the big challenge is that when you make a mistake, you carry that mistake into the next day. And some people carry that mistake into the next week. And some people carry that mistake to the next month. That is borderline tragic, right? Because that means you made one mistake that's carrying you for maybe weeks, months, or years into the future. So what this time is basically cleansing the leaves, giving you an opportunity to forgive yourself from the mistakes that you make and give you a fresh start so you have a new day, almost like a daily confession. And literally, I will do that. I will reflect on my mistakes. If I had no mistakes, good for me. Typically there are. And then, okay, I'm sorry. I will do better today than I did yesterday. And I forgive myself. I free myself from the chain of that mistake that I made. So every day, doing this little ritual, you have a fresh start. Now, I am going a little faster for the time as far as the video. The second serving. You notice there's only me, but I have 2 cups. This is my bowl that will have the first where we eliminated our mistakes, forgave ourselves of our mistakes. We have this bowl here. I pour the tea into the pot again. We do not let it need to steep too long, maybe 30 seconds for the first batch. Every second one and third one and fourth one, you would steep it a little bit longer. And every tasting, every time, every serving will also have a little bit of a different flavor to it. Typically the second or third is always the best. Now, I have 2 cups here. What you will also notice in Tah Do, years ago, when we first did it, it would be the server would be here, and then the other people in the ceremony would be here. But then Grandmaster Kim shared with us, he goes, no, I don't do that anymore. He goes, I go here. Why? Because we are all equal. We respect each other equally. Nobody is better than anybody else. So therefore, having this mutual respect. Now, I may have more experience in one area than you have. That's okay. But you are a master at what you do. You have mastered your life. I have mastered my life. So we show mutual respect. We are not more important than anybody else. This cup, this is a very special cup. This is not for me. I bring this off to the side. And recently I was with Grandmaster Kim and in Korea, and we were sharing, and I shared this to a group. And what I always remembered, what he shared with us, is that this is for my brother, he would say. This is for my parents. And basically what it means is that this extra cup is for me, it is for my parents who are no longer with us and other mentors who are no longer with me, so I could tap in and hear their voice and tap into their wisdom and continue their legacy even though they're no longer with us physically. I thought that was a beautiful tribute. But he said recently, he goes, no, you're correct. But he goes, I also honor my, what he calls Susanim. Susanim stands for life teacher. I also honor my master. I was like, thank you, sir. So now when I have tea, I am honoring my parents, other individuals, but I also honor Grandmaster Kim, and I thank him. I hear his voice. I tap into his wisdom, and I keep him keep him alive, his spirit alive within me, even though he is not with me in this room. This is now my tea. I bow. We do this every time. We show appreciation for the environment and nature for providing us with this gift. We show appreciation for the individuals who picked the tea, for the people who bagged the tea, for the people who roasted, the people who shipped it. Anybody involved, we show appreciation and gratitude. I drink the tea. You have it delicately, 2 fingers underneath, 2 fingers, your thumb. When you drink the tea, you first start reflecting on whatever your biggest goal is. Whatever your biggest goal is. When you drink the tea, you symbolize that you're taking in and absorbing your goal wholefully. Then there may be a little sediment left. You take that sediment and you throw it out in here into where you forgave yourself of your mistakes, and that signifies you're getting rid of any negativity, negative thinking, or doubt or frustration that's geared towards your goal. And then we do it again. If I am by myself while I wait for this water to cool to get the temperature, I may practice meditation. Or I may just reflect. When I pour it back in. Pour it in the cup. You wait. There's no rush. When it stops dripping, you bring it. Everything is done delicately, mindfully, patiently. We bow, show appreciation for nature, providing us with this gift, along with all the people that brought it to us. We pick it up. We look, we reflect on our goal. This is too hot right now, but we don't give up. You always drink the tea in 3 sips. And then you get rid of any doubt or negativity towards that goal. Then you repeat the process. If I had more people, I would be serving them. We would have conversation, ask meaningful questions. That is a very quick version of Tah Do. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, always please feel free to reach out. I believe that the more people that live with this philosophy, they will have really, truly enriched lives. They'll have a more peaceful existence. They will be more mindful. They'll be more present. They will hold themselves accountable even more. They will forgive themselves of their mistakes, and they will strive to be better every day. Thank you so much. So thank you again for tuning into this episode of the Balanced Warrior podcast. Again, this is Coach Chris. I hope you enjoyed the time and the explanation of Tah Do. And remember, it could be any tea. What matters most is not the tea itself. Yes, there's great health benefits, but what matters most is the meaning you attach to what you're doing, your daily time of reflection, setting the intention, honoring those who we love. All of those things are what makes Tah Do so special. So please continue to tune into these episodes. We're going to continue to drop, hopefully, we'd like to say, life-changing wisdom and knowledge that you can apply practically to any element or any area of your life, whether it be personal, professional, health, spirituality, relationships. We want to share as much wisdom that we've had to learn to all of you. So thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you on the next episode.